As you can see, there's a police call box at this intersection and also a mailbox. They were both there 45 years ago. I'm thinking that since the letter and envelope were so bloody, and since the letter that Zodiac wrote was postmarked 2 days later, it says Washington and Maple, when actually it was Washington and Cherry where the crime occurred. I'm thinking he wrote the letter in advance and mailed it immediately at that mailbox. Okay, Mr. Belli's house is to the northwest of this intersection, Melvin Belli, and he used to have a blast on top of his roof every time he won a case. He'd actually shoot off a cannon. And I wonder if that's maybe where Zodiac got that phrase, have a blast. Oh, Judith just fixed my theory. Mr. Belli did not live here until after Zodiac used that phrase. Some people think Zodiac continued north into the Presidio, and some people think that he turned right like we're doing, because eventually he was encountered by officers Falk and Zelms, who were headed the opposite direction that we are. But there's a lot of confusion about what really happened. Okay. One of the Zodiac suspects, Mr. X, who's now deceased. Oh, is this? Supposedly, Officer Falk saw the Zodiac approaching a private residence at 3636 Jackson Street. His story has changed a lot over the years. 3612. Yeah, 3712. So one of these stairs, according to Mr. Falk, Officer Falk, is where he saw a white male adult matching Zodiac's description heading up, yeah, right here. Zodiac apparently attempted to enter that residence, according to Officer Falk. He's said a lot of things over the years, and I don't know what to believe. It's possible Zodiac headed east on Jackson. It's possible he went to the Presidio. I'd like to ask him one day. If you go downhill to my left, you can enter the Presidio very easily. He could have parked an escape, a car there for his escape. Could have done a lot of things. You don't even need to climb the wall. You can just go right through. This 3636 is the address of, on Jackson Street, obviously, is the address of Shel Cavalli, otherwise known as Mr. X. He was a, he owned British Motors here in San Francisco, and he was the suspect of, I think, a total of 3 people. But they got it on ABC Primetime Thursday, and so it became a huge deal. And his name was never used. He was always called Mr. X. But his real name is Shel Cavalli, and he was a very, very high-profile citizen. And I don't think he would have, first of all, I don't think he would have taken a cab. And I don't think he would have killed someone so close to his home. Oh, and he owned a famous racehorse called Seabiscuit. But, yeah, he owned Seabiscuit. Oh, not Seabiscuit. Silky Sullivan. He owned a racehorse. Apparently, if you look at this address on Google Earth, there's some type of architecture on the roof that forms a Z or something like that, a cross circle symbol, something. And you do have a great overview of what was the search of the Presidio, and Zodiac described that search pretty well, which means he could have been living in this house, or he could have just been lying.
Right.